In this video, I'll discuss the outsourcing expense invoicing feature in the inventory module. Start by clicking Inventory at the top of the screen, then click on the Production menu, and then in the left menu go to the Goods Receipt section, and you can invoice through the Goods Receipt 1 or Goods Receipt 2. This video will explain how to invoice outsourcing expenses while creating a goods receipt or by batch. So you'll want to start by entering your data. In the factory section, enter your outsourcing factory. Then in the location in field, you will want to enter the location where the inventory will be stored. Then enter the manufactured item and the quantity. And as you can see, there is a special outsourcing price and total outsourcing amount columns. If you don't see those, you can add them in easily by going to User Customization and modifying the input screen for the goods receipt. Then what you'll want to do is go to the bottom of the screen and click on the Invoicing button. Then it'll create a Purchase Invoice 1 tab. All the details from the Purchase Invoice screen that you see here are taken from the goods receipt that you just created. You'll want to make sure that the account is correct for outsourcing expenses, otherwise this transaction will be journalized incorrectly. Then in the bank account out field, enter the bank account that will be used to make the payment. If you're paying at a later time, you can simply leave it as on credit and the accounts payable will be journalized. You can enter any fees that you've incurred from the transaction. And then when you're done, go to the bottom of the screen and click Save, or you can click Save and Print to view the goods receipt. Now when you go to the goods receipt list, you'll be able to see whether or not it's been invoiced. And the blue slip means that it has been invoiced, but just not confirmed quite yet. The other way that you can invoice outsourcing expenses is by going to the left menu and going to the O/E invoice batch. This will allow you to invoice outsourcing expenses at one time. Say you haven't been clicking the invoicing button while you've been creating the goods receipt slip. Instead, all of them will appear on this menu you see here. So verify that the date at the top of the screen is correct. Then you can enter it by location or item code, however you want, and then click Search. And if you have multiple transactions, they will simply be lined up as normal. Select the transaction that you'd like to invoice, and then go to the upper left corner and click Details by Customer Vendor. If you need to make an adjustment to the price, simply enter it in the adjustment field. If you'd like to adjust the tax, you can do so. Or if you'd like to apply a foreign currency, you can click on the foreign currency button. Again, you want to make sure that the account is properly entered, the bank account is properly entered, and then when you're done, click Save at the bottom of the screen. You can view the details by clicking the View Transaction in the Details column and the overall amount. You can view the accounts payable for outsourcing by going to the Report section and clicking Accounts Payable by Vendor. Make sure your dates are correct and then click Search. And as you can see, the outsourcing expenses column, and you can see the expenses you incurred. Thank you for watching the outsourcing expenses invoicing video.